Hi, we're Carissa and Joanne, and 5 years ago we bought an off-grid homestead here in central Portugal with an old stone ruin and a lot of work ahead of us. We built a small little cabin as our first project, somewhere to sleep and rest after long days of work, but as we started working on the stone house and a few years had passed by, the cabin began to get damp and fall apart a little bit. So we started again, with a new cabin made from pallets. A warmer and better built space including an indoor bathroom with a hot bath. Pure luxury after showering outside for years. And in the middle of building that, little Jack came into our lives. Now as he begins to grow and after a storm caused some damage to the old stone house we'd been using as our living space, we're building a kitchen and lounge beside our pallet cabin. Last week we deconstructed the veranda we had built in front of the bedroom to clear the area ready to start laying the pallets for the floor, which is what we've been starting on this week.
Good morning everybody, how's it going? Welcome to this week's video. It is warm today, we're on about 25 degrees Celsius and it's about midday. It has taken us pretty much until now to get young Jack settled. A couple of naps that lasted about 15 minutes and then some big feeds and whatnot. So we're a bit delayed starting today. So the plan is to start working on this deck being built. There's quite a lot to do. We have moved quite a few pallets, but there are still some more to move. But we're going to focus on just this little alleyway, breatheway thing first and see how we get on. And if it's too hot, then we will retreat under the deck and construct some stuff there. I've got a hat on. Remains of a goldfinch under it. Quite an old one. It's a goldfinch feather from a naughty joao, I'm guessing. You can regret getting up there.
I think what I'll do is I'll put it down and then so that one can go on this. So the question is whether Do you want to just mow this grass to make it a bit easier? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
It's a bit harsh, Dodo.
You took me head off. That's right, you didn't touch me.
This needs to go down quite a bit as well. Okay, Mr. Baby.
Cheeky baby.
So I think the problem we're going to have, so you have flush that over the ground, but we kind of want to
Dig out more.
dig out the...
So I think like this bit here is the high point, isn't it?
Yeah.
It slopes away that way.
Yeah.
So it should just be this we need to.
Yeah, just scrape the top off, should be.
Right, so this bit wants to go on that end. So if you go, no, yeah, you go that bit.
This corner.
That end
Yeah.
wants to go facing out. Isn't it?
Does look loads better this way, you're right.
Yeah.
Button.
I'm hoping.
It is unseasonably warm for April, so we decided to stop working until this was in the shade, which it is now, so we'll get back to it. But it's really funny, last year when I was in bed with nausea all day long, morning sickness is not just in the morning, I remember watching all the solitary bees, because we like to leave the door open before fly season starts. The solitary bees would just be coming in and out of the room, making their little nests. I had a yoga mat right next to my bed and they were filling that in. And it's funny now because they filled in, there's like a keyhole in one of our cupboards, and I've just noticed it was like a scattering of soil on the floor, and I couldn't work out what it was, and I think one of them's hatched out of it, but now there's a bee going in and out of it, so I don't know if that's the one that's hatched and they now make that their nest. But the other funny thing is, because we sometimes close the door has loads of pollen on it where they crash into the door not knowing it's closed, so it's kind of funny sharing your life with other creatures. I can see a bee there now trying to get back out. But yes, we'll try and get another pallet down. It's what we're going to work at the further back because that's where the ground is the highest, and then work our way this way, so that's got the most digging out, which is not fun to do in the sun. So it's all in the shade now, so we'll see if we can get a couple down this evening, see how far we get.
Step up into the building. Logical thing to do is to match the floor with that.
Yeah, I think do the same level as this because we've got these slots.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we'd have to. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Yeah, cool. And use that apex predator comment again.
Oh, Elvis. You got your football? Football. there. One right where Dodo is.
So just dig out this way.
Yep. Thank you. This is really nice and soft.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, boy. Brains over brawn, see?
I'm worried that this is going to rot pallets.
We'll just have to dig it out.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing there. It just has to be clearance. And then we're going to put French drainage.
It's definitely not as soft.
I can take it down, I think.
Sure.
Once it's in there. Where are we going to put it?
On the potato bed.
Where shall I start going once the potato gets
Frankie is doing this. to come out of this and still. Whee! We should put in this post to pull the pomegranate that way as well.
Yeah.
Shoot me, baby. The next day remained unseasonably warm for April, so we decided to head into the mountains rather than do more digging in the sun.
Woo! Oh, holy shit!
Nice.
Oh, hey, nice, thanks.
Good job. It's not as good as you wanted it to be. Good.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Oh, this is scary. You got this.
No, man, everything's. Okay, maybe you got this.
Good foot.
You got it. You got it. Everything else up here is lichen. There is now no holds.
Oh, you couldn't mantle where you just rode with your right hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey!
Jesus. That was a bit scary.
It looks quite scary.
Yeah, that looked rough.
It's good though.
Yeah.
Like really good climbing. Right, go. Right behind you. You're not going to go anywhere, right?
Okay.
That's it. Go on. Push.
Ah!
Nice, woo!
Nice one, dude.
Hell yeah!
Well done.
Hey! Oh!
That's an epic climb.
And in
that one.
one boulder problem, that's where the bug really. That's outdoor climbing.
That was awesome.
Well done.
Thanks.
In front, between.
absolutely insane. Very rough, very sore, very thin.
Very many descriptions.
I think it was March too, wasn't it? Yeah.
Feels like we're like in the Alps or something, isn't it?
Way more routes discovered here. Do you think it would be like that way to find action? People like running. Yeah, it's one of like it's a funny thing with like rock types because they've cracked down quite a bit on van life in fun. If you really wanted to train for it, yeah, maybe you could. For example, we both
This video is kindly sponsored by Squarespace. If you haven't heard of them before, then Squarespace is an all-in-one platform that makes setting up a website or online shop effortless. I can easily upload new prints to my Calmlines website, customize how they're displayed, and create a shop that feels calm and easy to navigate. To get started with your own, you'll need to claim your site name, which you can do with Squarespace domains that make it really easy to find the best name for your business. And there are no hidden fees or add-ons. Security tools are included, and you can also add on a professional email service. So whether you're just starting your first creative project or growing an existing business, you can head to squarespace.com/FrankieOffGrid for a free trial and save 10% on your first purchase of a website or domain using the code FrankieOffGrid. You'll also find a link in the description below this video, and a big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Good afternoon, guys. We have had a very muggy day. It's very weird weather for April. In fact, the fire risk is very high today. So fire ban is on. Not that we're planning to have a fire. We're planning to lay some pallets. The first pallet is always the hardest to lay whenever we're doing these kind of decks, because you've got all four corners to do and get that level. Jack is learning to talk in the background and there was a lot more digging out than we thought there would be, so it took us a while to get that one in, but it's in, which means the next next three should be really easy, and then we'll start up top where we need to dig again and see how far we get.
Yeah, that might be easier after the rain.
Yeah, that might be easy after rain. We've got a storm rolling in now, so it might rain overnight and then for the next couple of days. So I think this is going to be a 2-week job. We thought laying the pallet deck would be a bit faster than this, but there we go.
Alas not.
Alas not, but let's see how much more we can get done before this
Yep,
rain
we'll get
arrives.
this
Yep. Jack's happy enough for now, so baby. What are you shouting about? What are you shouting about? Oh, I feel spotted rain.
Yeah. I think this one will have to come back up.
Yeah, that's good enough for now. Right, I'm going to get the laundry in. So we've just done a quick dash to get everything out of the rain. We still had some laundry out, and I think we're going to call it there. We've got 5 of 16 pallets down, but 2 of the hardest ones. This one needs a little bit of readjusting, but we'll do that next time. So I'm going to sign off here. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Take care, and yeah, we're going to hide from this storm.